We're tracking the first Flag City Honor Flight of this year. Dan Cummins is part of the journey again and reports from the Marine Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Flag City Honor Flight is in Washington, D.C. You see one of the most iconic memorials in the city. Iwo Jima, the Marine Memorial, and all the major battles that they fought are right around there on the monument. It's one of the big must-do places to see here when you come to Washington, D.C. Now, over here, a couple of guys from Van Buren. One is a Marine, here he is, and one is not. Now, Sam Nigh and George Naugle, both from Van Buren, they're friends. Sam, what are you doing hanging around with a guy that's not a Marine?
Well, he's a good guy overall, so, you know, we took part in, we had Army that were part of our units, you know, that we associated with all the time. So, yeah, Marines and Army can get along with one another.
Well, that's good to hear. So both of you served in Vietnam, different times though, and you come back in peacetime and you become friends. That's great to see. Coming back from Vietnam was not an easy experience back in the day. You probably at the time you went especially.
No, it wasn't especially. Eggs thrown at us. Every other word was a bad word.
It's hard to imagine in the climate that we have now how much support the military gets. Do you a little jealous of that?
No, not jealousy. I'm just glad that people are finally realizing, you know, don't take your frustrations with the government out on the soldiers that are, you know, ordered to go where they're told to go and serve the way they serve, you know, because every soldier that is in the military is always never knows where they might be deployed, as we're seeing now. Yeah. And so, you know, you do what they order you to do. So that's just part of, you know, when you sign up for the military, you know, you have to serve where you have to serve.
George, I hope you have a great time here on our flight. What made you want to come and do this today? Being with Sam?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Two good friends from Van Buren, George Naugle and Samuel Nigh. More coming up from Washington, D.C. with Flag City Honor Flight later today in the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I'm Dan Cummins.